Oh, what's up, guys? All right, let's get this going. We got our mic set up. We're all good to go. Cool. Weird. All right. Let's get everything set up here. What's up, guys? Let's see if I can pull this in a little bit. Nice. Cool, we got a mic there. We're gonna do... Ooh, I'm being lit well. Sorry guys, just doing a little test here while I get everybody in play. Alright. Alright. Good. Everybody, I'm here. I'm here. Microphone, everything's cool. Everything's working. What's up, guys? Thank you so much for tuning in. Let me know if any echo's happening. As you can tell, the new office is here. It is here. It is behind me. We built another office in the garage, so I'm in the garage, and I have this really, really cool light setup going on with Hue light bulbs. So if you guys, you can't really see the lights in here, but if you can see, I can push a button and everything kind of changes, and it looks awesome in the back. Can make it brighter. Let's do a little more dramatic of a change. This is sunset-y in here. So, that'll all look awesome. Hey, Steven, thanks for tuning in, man. And sorry, I will read my messages on Facebook. I'm just Hawaii time. I'm back, and I apologize for everybody that I have missed in the last couple weeks because I have been out of town and building a new office, so I haven't had time to really do anything. That's really kind of where I'm at right now. So we're going to continue our kind of edit and cull here. While I talk, and I had to have raised my desk up a little bit, so my hands feel really, really weird this high. My body feels weird this high. So we are going to be adding something to the desk here to lift up the computer so that, and I have to go to IKEA, which is like a 2-hour drive, 2.5-hour drive there and then back. But thank you guys so much for tuning in. We're going to try to do a 30-minute little live stream today. Let me know how, if you guys can hear me while I have my microphone right here, out of frame. But let me know if you guys can hear me and if it's good, if it's bad, or anything like that. I can get it closer if I need to. But my hope is that I don't need to, because I have to find a spot for it if I do that. Yeah, that's like maxed out there. Cool. I have to find a little home for that. So, cool. So we're going to do a little bit of edit and talk here, guys. So today's talk, while people are getting on here, is, I titled it, Did Your Client Steal Your Images? I had a little conversation with another photographer before I went to Hawaii, and we actually had this conversation a lot, but I never actually wrote anything about it. And her question was simple. She's out of state, so nowhere close. I'm not going to name her by name because what's the point? But basically she said, hey, my clients haven't purchased any photos of mine yet, but I noticed that they screenshotted them and threw them all over their Facebook page. And I believe they even tagged her. So what do I do? This goes back to copyright. This goes back to ultimately it's people are actually stealing your photos because I haven't purchased them yet. And I use a service called Zenfolio, which I talk to you guys about all the time. And in Zenfolio, you can't right click, but you can screenshot. You'll always be able to screenshot. I don't want to put the giant proof thing on my photos. So ultimately, there's nothing that I could really do in order to not have them screenshot. So let's talk about what happens if you're in that situation, and then let's talk about what happens once you're to not get in that situation in the future. In 2 seconds, because I'm feeling really anal about this right now. This is freaking annoying as balls, bro. All right, I'm gonna bring this closer in. Okay, I'm very like analytical. Things need to be like a certain way. Otherwise, oh, that works. I just want to make sure you guys can hear me. Can you hear me, Steven? Are you still on there? Can you hear me? And can you hear me well? Can you hear me well? Well enough? I got a mic. Got a microphone. I got this. Okay. We're gonna do a fun edit here. So, all right, you do a shoot for a client. You try to sell them digitals. You then say, hey, here's your gallery, because we all do galleries, right? Here's your gallery, password protected gallery. Go ahead and enjoy those. I have them up for a month, a year, or whatever, and you can purchase your digitals right through there. Cool. Thank you, Steven. That's awesome. Is there much echo in the background? Because I hear echo in here, and if there's too much echo, I'm going to put some stuff on the walls. Some like foam. I just want to put stuff. I was thinking about putting foam on this thing. This is a door. Look, I'm in the garage. I'm going to do a full office tour, a video tour. I feel like I need more light here. So I'm going to see if I can either move this guy with more light or not. So, I don't know. All right. So, you give them a gallery. The gallery's up. They go onto the gallery, and then they haven't purchased anything, right? Because the gallery's there. Most galleries, you can't right-click and save, which is nice. And they have to purchase it in order to share it. So they can't just share it on Facebook. It'll say content protected, something like that. So what do you do when you see that they have screenshotted your images? Not only have they screenshotted it, they've posted it on social media. How do you go about that? It only echoes when you talk while you were in the back of the room. Nice! I don't have to put stuff up. Because I don't want to. Let's make sure all these lights are good and on here. Boom, I'm going to turn you all the way up. We're just going to pump all the power up, guys. All the power. 100%. 100%. White lamp. 100%. 100%. 100%. So when she called me, her basic thing was, which was kind of funny. She's like, I'm about to go off on these people. She's like, I have an email written, and I'm about to go off and give them a piece of my mind. And ultimately, that's what we want to do, right? Because somebody is stealing from us. So we just want to go, hey, client, how dare you steal from me? You didn't buy these, all of a sudden you're posting it, blah, blah, blah. She didn't have the proof on there either. Like I said, I don't have the proof on there either. I hate that, or it says copyright through the middle. It just looks like crap when they're looking through photos and you're trying to sell them the best that you can sell them. So I get why she didn't do it, and my goal is that she doesn't do it. So I gave her the benefit of the doubt, or I gave her clients the benefit of the doubt, and basically told her, instead of writing a nasty email to your client, let's just assume, let's go ahead and assume that they have no idea about copyright. And that may be a nice way to go, right? Because you're always playing, you don't want to play the victim, but you also don't want to be that jackass photographer that just always talks about copyright. You don't want to do that. So my advice to her was, and this is advice to all of you guys, if you see your photos show up miraculously on somebody else's page or a client's page, this is totally different, on a client's page, and obviously they have not purchased it, they've screenshotted it, it may even just be like a proof, or you haven't even fully edited it yet, and you don't want that, out, because it's crappy work, right? It's not finished work. It's like 60% done, so why would you want that out? My advice is to write them an email. Not to call them, not to text them, not even to Facebook message them, but write them an email saying, hey, I just noticed that you screenshotted some pictures onto social media, and I just want to let you know that I'm so happy that you love your images, but you're not allowed to do that. My copyright, once you purchase the photos, then you're allowed, your copyright will allow you to actually do that. And if you send them just a really short email, just a really nice and easy email like that, then nothing too long-winded, they may just go, holy crap, I had no idea. We just saw them, we screenshotted them, we posted them. I am so sorry. And basically you can say, and you know what, when you screenshot it, the resolution is crap anyway, so I'd much rather if you could pull it down, and if you'd like them, purchase them, and then go that route, talking about pricing and all that fun stuff. Sometimes they'll even plan on purchasing it, they just haven't yet, they just got super excited, and they just started doing that. So that's the way to go on that route. I always assume that. Now, if your client maliciously does that, usually they won't tag you, and usually they will have you blocked from their page of some sort so that you don't see that. Just so you guys know, we're doing a base edit on this senior session right now, so we're just doing a first round cull, and then, or we've done the culling, now we're just doing our editing. God, I'm rusty at this now. I'm getting rusty, girl. I be getting rusty. We're letting the edits happen. We're letting the edits happen. And we're going to send our clients some proofs, and they're going to go through and be like, we love them. We're going to buy them all. And I'll be like, okay. So what happened with this photographer is she did exactly what I said. She's like, I think she told me, she's like, thank you for doing that, because the email I was about to send was going to be not nice. And she sent the email that I suggested, well, which is what I just told you guys. And then the client wrote back and apologized and did exactly what I said. They said they had no idea about copyright. They didn't do it on purpose. Super, super sorry. And thank you for letting them know, kind of thing. And so it all worked out. My computer's being slow right now, and that's annoying. Oh, there we go. All right, cool. So we're still doing our base call. So it worked out in her favor. She was able to keep a client. She was able to educate a client, and everything was good for the for the best of the best. Why is this out here? Like, you guys want to see my bills? Ooh. I tried to clean it up and make it look nice, but whatever. This is cool. Full room tour of this office coming soon. So the other thing I talked to this photographer about is how to prevent this. Because ultimately, by the time your client has, quote unquote, stolen your images, thrown them on Facebook and social media, you're going to be at that awkward point where it's almost too late to talk to them. And I like to blame the photographer on this. I like to blame y'all for not educating your client or telling your client beforehand what their copyrights are. So here's a couple things that I do. First, you have the contract. In the contract, it needs to have a copyright stipulation on who owns the photographs, what you can do as a photographer with the photographs, and what purchasing the rights are, purchasing the digitals will allow them to do. So for instance, I have a personal use copyright that I have in my contract, and I have a full use copyright in my contract. The personal use, you guys guessed it, is for personal use only. They can do anything with the photos except for sell them or edit them. They can't make money from them, and they can't change or alter them in any way. If it's an Instagram filter, or they feel like they're an editor or anything, they cannot do that. If I find out, then I'll basically just go after them. If they do that and they don't want to change it, then I do a $300 charge on them. Or I would send a lawyer or anything. Luckily, it's never come to that. But this is in my contract that they have to initial and they have to sign. Now, The other copyright is a full use copyright, which you can set to whatever price, usually about 10 times the price of the copyright that you started with. So basically, if you're charging $50 for a regular digital for personal use, you want to charge at least $500 for, $500 or more for a full use copyright. Now, this will allow them to do anything they want with the photo. They can edit, alter, sell, do whatever. So make sure that, and if you don't want any of that to happen, then alter that copyright a little bit when you go into it. This way, when they're signing and they're initialing, they may not have even thought about what they could or could not do with the photos, but now they're actually thinking about it. So it's really, really important to mention and to state to them, if that makes sense. Man, my computer's killing it right now. So I don't know if this is, it looks like it's pausing a little bit on your guys' end. My live stream health is amazing. I have more RAM in this computer. I have a lot of stuff going on. I can try to play with it a little bit more, but let me know if it's being stupid, because ultimately we live stream for you guys, and if you can't see it, then, well, what's the point? So the first thing that I do was a contract. The second thing I do is, if you do a pre-consult, this is when you mention that as well, when you go through your pricing. Anytime you say the word digital, I want you to start talking about the rights of digital, what they can do with the digital, what they cannot do with the digital. And you can joke about it, you can say whatever, but make sure you mention it to get them to think. Because if they know, if you've talked to them 3 or 4 times about copyright and all of a sudden they're posting your images, then they're being mean, right? They're just going on and not doing what you told them. It's really important, guys. Anybody have any questions so far on that? Do you have any questions? Ooh, this is my big truck hat. Oh, I saw a couple big truck hats in Hawaii when I was there, which was kind of sweet. Shoot. I know. Let's go back. Okay. So you've done the contract, you've done the pre-shoot consultation. During the shoot, I always joke because I'm always selling, right? So during the pre-shoot, or during the shoot itself, I will mention a few things about, hey, what are you guys gonna do with these photos? Or what's your goal with these photos? And basically they'll be like, I wanna buy the digitals. I'm like, cool. And then, and I'll be like, what do you guys wanna do with them? And then sometimes they'll be like, what do you mean, what do I wanna do with them? And then they can ask questions. But if you don't, be like, yeah, so your copyright for the personal use will allow you to do blah, blah, blah. As long as you keep mentioning it. And then the final time you want to mention it, of course, is during the in-person viewing. Or if you don't do IPS, then when you send them an email, basically say, hey, these are what the digitals allow. And this is what you can do with the digitals, you can't do with the digitals. So make sure you have that set up. Zenfolio is really cool because I can actually put the wording on my digitals as well. So basically, when they purchase a digital online, it'll tell them what their copyright usage is. I don't think it tells them before. I don't think it tells them before they purchase it. It's until they purchase it and they get a little copyright card that comes with it, or a little digital file of copyright cards that comes with it. Steven, I shoot Sigma. So I think one of your questions on Facebook to me was, you heard that I went through I shoot with Sigma because I left Canon. Completely true. I started researching the Sigma art series, the art lenses, and I don't have any in here right now. And I don't know if you can see this, but I actually use, oh my god, I use these hoods for my old lenses as memory card holders. So I just put memory cards in there. And then over here I have my 7200 one. But ultimately, I did research. It was sharper, it was faster, is what they said, and I tested it out, and it totally was. Every single Sigma lens that I have replaces a Canon lens that I have. So I have the Sigma 35, 50, 85, and 14, and the first 3, obviously, you know, Canon doesn't have a 14, 1.4. Way sharper, way better. These are all Sigma lenses that I'm using. Every time I do a portrait shoot, I just use 3. The 35, the 50, and the 85. And those are my 3 lenses. So as you're watching this, in fact, this was with the 85 Art. So as you're watching this, just know that these are all Sigma lenses, no Canon at all. Sharp, amazing, super sexy lenses, and half the price. Half the price, dude. Like freaking awesome sauce. 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I just think it's YouTube. I need to rewatch one of these videos or something. All right, guys, we have 10 minutes in here. Let me know what you think. I kind of just rambled for a while there. Let me know what you guys think on the on that issue. Has anybody ever stolen an image from you, maybe not knowing, or a client has put a photo on Instagram that obviously is totally different? If you're watching this and you're a client of somebody, then you know, you shouldn't be doing that. I mean, you shouldn't be thieving people's stuff. What is happening to my thing? What's this? OBS? Uh-huh. Let's get our base edits here, guys. Money. Here we go. Let's just give them some options here. Gonna create an amazing gallery. An amazing gallery. Oh, I can't wait to get the top. This is really, really high. That is really high. I think normally I'm like down here with my editing. But my desk can go up or down by itself. Yeah, I heard they're sharp. I was only worried about Sigma because I've heard the focusing issues, a lot of focusing issues with them, so I'm kind of iffy about the 35 Art. By the way, your voice is fine, video is lagging, unless it's on my end. I'm not sure if it's on your end or not, Steven, on the video. I'm going to Google some stuff and see if I can make it go faster, but yeah, I don't know. You know, like I have a little system here that tells me where I'm at and how good it is, and then I see it too lagging on YouTube, so I don't think it's you, but I don't know what's going on. You know, I mean, I'm sure there's somebody's had an issue somewhere with it, but I have to tell you, like, mine are all sharp all the time, and they're fast. My lenses are fast, like very fast. I mean, you know, Canon's still good. Canon's good, but you know, when a third party comes along that kills them, I support that a little bit more. All right, let's go into settings here, guys. I'm gonna see what I can do. Stream. I have this set to ultra fast. Kilobytes per second. Cool. I have 5 more minutes on this, and then we'll see what I can do to put. You know what? Maybe I don't touch the computer, and let me see what happens. I'm just not gonna touch it. There we go. Ooh, there we go. There we go. Let's see what happens. It's getting better. No, nothing changed. Nothing changed. I know it's still gonna post up later, so we'll kind of learn from our experiences here today, guys. Money. Cool. All right. I think that's it. I think it's just being stupid right now. So I will be back. I have a lot of videos to post. I will be back sometime next week. We have an amazing event for the Hatch Lab tomorrow over at Hatch. And if you guys don't know what that is, read the description, learn a little bit about Hatch and who we are and what we do and what we do for the photography and arts community. If you guys haven't yet, if this is your first time watching me, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. I'm a photographer, entrepreneur, dad, business person, and we do a lot of fun stuff. Those of you who have been sending me critique requests, website requests, and all that, I'm going to do one giant video on it sometime next week, and then I'll do what I can, and we'll push off more to what I can't later on. But other than that, thank you guys so much. If you can give this a thumbs up while you're watching, and then possibly share it if you'd like, if it helped you in any possible way, that would greatly, greatly help me so much. I'm sorry for any lagging that's happening. I'm going to see what's going on with this. But, you know, I've upped my Wi-Fi, upped my RAM. There's, you know, a bunch of stuff that I'm doing, so I think it might be the software. And I'm going to see what I can do with that. But you guys have an awesome, awesome day, and I will talk to you soon. Bye!